Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Zerprep, and today we'll do some math for fun. Today we're going to find what is the units digit of 3 to the power of 2020. And that may seem really daunting because 3 to the power of 2020, as you know, is a very big number that even normal calculators can't compute. But today we're going to figure out what the units digit is. So, how are we going to tackle this problem? Well, first, I'm going to try going with smaller cases. So let's try to find a pattern in the units digit of different powers of 3. So let's start with, let's say, 3 to the power of 1. Well, that's just 3. And 3 to the power of 2 is 9. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. Nothing so far, but let's see if we can find something after. Now 3 to the power of 4 is 81. And 3 to the power of 5 is 243. There isn't really anything concrete here yet, but let's try to keep on going and see if we can find a pattern. So now we go to 3 to the power of 6, and that's going to be the same thing as 729. And now 3 to the power of 7 is 2187. Okay, so now let's stop and examine. Let's look through each of the units digits here. So the units digit here is 3, the units digit here is 9, now the units digit here is 7, the units digit here is 1, the units digit here is 3, 9, and 7. And you guys might be like, oh my gosh, we found a pattern. It goes 3, 9, 7, 1, 3, 9, 7, and then 3 to the power of 8 will probably be some number with a units digit 1. And it turns out 3 to the power of 8 is in fact 6,561. So our assumption there was correct. So now let's go through this list and try to find out some similarities and examples that we can apply in order to find out what the units digit of 3 to the power of 2020 is. So we see here that this repeats in groups of 4. And the same thing applies here. The pattern of 3 to the power of any number is cyclic in 4 terms. So let's try something else. So now let's find what the remainder is when the exponent is divided by 4. So in this case, 1 divided by 4, the remainder of that is just 1. And that gives us the units digit of 3. Okay, so let's write that down somewhere. When the remainder is 1, that means that the units digit must be 3. Okay, so now when the remainder is 2, what does that mean? So the remainder when 2 divided by 4 is 2, and that means that the units digit is 9 over here. So let's write that over here. And now let's see what happens when the remainder is 3. Okay, so we see here that 3 divided by 4, the remainder of that is 3, and the units digit is 7. So that applies over here. And when the remainder is when the remainder is 0, because 4 divided by 4, the remainder of that is 0. So when the remainder is the remainder is 0, then the units digit must be 1. And we can see that applies to all of these other numbers here. The remainder of 5 divided by 4 is 1, and the units digit gives us 3, which is according to what we have over here. And when 6 is divided by 4, the remainder is 2, so that is exactly and then the units digit is 9, so that's exactly what we thought it would be. And then when 7 is divided by 4, the remainder is 3, and according to this, the units digit must be 7, and that is in fact the case over here. And we see that it repeats again and again. So now let's try applying this to 3 to the power of 2020. So first we must find the remainder, because that's, as you guys see, it's vital in order to find the remainder, in order to figure out what the units digit is. So what is the remainder when 2020 is divided by 4? Well, that's just 0, because 4 is a factor of 2020. So when the remainder is 0, that means the units digit must be 1. Therefore, the remainder of 3 to the power of 2020 is just going to be, the units digit of 3 to the power of 2020 is just going to be 1, with some random other numbers in the middle over there. I hope you guys understood how we can find the units digit of 3 to the power of 2020, and maybe how we can apply this exact method to different bases and different exponents. If you guys liked the video, make sure to comment what kind of examples you guys want me to do going on from now, and make sure to subscribe as well as hit the like button. Thank you.